Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily stock market review for the trading day ending Wednesday, September 17th. Well, firstly to the performance of the various indices, and on the left hand side we see the outperformer, the Russell 2000 index was up 0.25%, the Dow Jones 30 was up 0.15%, the laggard was the S&P 500 up 0.13%, and slightly above that was the Nasdaq 100 up 0.15%. To the Dow 30, and here we see a very similar type of indecisive candle, a spinning top type candle, but this candle has actually breached the major high and established a new high at 17,221, closing up above the previous high as well. We do have a bullish market in all three time frames, very similar to what we've seen in with the S&P 500 supported by the Chica span, but the indecisiveness does suggest that there is potential for a change of trend. But just be aware that that suggests that there is potential. It doesn't mean that there is a guarantee that that will happen. The guarantee comes when we have confirmation of that, and that would be a candle with a lower high and a lower low. Now I suggest that the area that we've just broken out of, the 17,151 level, may hold as some strong support for this market, but even stronger support should be found down at the 17,074 level. We have the Tenkan-sen trading down around that area at the moment. Now with the Fibonacci extension here, we've seen the market test above the 161.8% level, rejected from there, and suggesting a possibility for a change of trend. And also the Fibonacci retracement technique testing above the 100% level, failing to close above there on a weak indecisive candle. We will be looking for a lower high and lower low. And also just having a quick look at that pattern that we were looking at forming, and we've broken out up above the upper barrier. We haven't closed above there, so as a continuation pattern, what we'd like to see is a close up above the upper barrier. The highs and lows of the pattern are changing at the moment. If we do see the sellers come into the market, we will be watching down around the bottom barrier. Excuse me, my cold is still with me. We will be watching down below at the bottom barrier for a close down below there for completion of this megaphone type pattern. But at the moment there is still a possibility it could be a continuation pattern, but generally they tend to be reversal patterns. Moving next to our bands, and if you recall yesterday we were watching the close up above the upper band, suggesting that we had a strongly uptrending market. The market is still closing up above the band, so we do have some strength in the market to the upside, although it has occurred now on a weak indecisive candle, but that's in a slightly different time frame. That's the short-term dynamics. When we're looking at the trend here in terms of the bands, we're looking at a slightly higher time frame, but what we wanted to see was some strong follow-through in terms of the extension of the high above the previous high. That looks strong, so there is some strength here, but weakness with regard to the style of candle that we've seen, this indecisive candle. It's not a strong bullish follow through that we'd like to see in terms of the dynamics, so raising some doubt about whether the market will continue to the upside. If the market does come off, we're looking to the upper band still to act as a support at 17,119, then at the middle of the band at 17,070.